Okay, so this class you learned how to add and subtract polynomials. Today you're going to learn how to multiply them. When you multiply two variables, you have to add the x. So we did this a really long time ago in class. When you multiply two variables, squared is v cubed, you typically add the exponent. So v2 plus 3 equals v to the fifth. We have to round. Now, careful, when we subtract polynomials, we never change anything about the variable coefficient of it. When multiplying variables, you have to change the x, so we just got to be careful. The first set we're going to look at is when we multiply polynomial. So this one we're just going to go over, but we're going to always think of it as a distributive property. This x is getting multiplied to everything on the inside. Now there's a couple invisible things. There's a visible one in front of it, and there's an invisible one as the exponent. We multiply 1 times 7, x to the first times x would make it x because 1 plus 2 is 3. Now 1 times 4 is up to 4. Since there's nothing at 4, you just repeat the x. That is my final answer. When I go to 2. I do the thing. I multiply that into there, and this into there. So negative 2 to negative is a 10. X squared times that x is x cubed. And then I do it again. Negative 2 times 7 is a positive 14 because there's nothing in the 7. The x squared gets rewritten. The last two by yourselves in the video, and then you can see what the answers are. Okay, we're going to jump to the next page, which is when you multiply binomials. Now, if you have an older sibling, they always use the FOIL method, first, outside, inside, last. It's just a quick to remember multiply binomials. Now, if you remember, binomials are two terms, 1, 2, and 1, 2, so binomials. The way you do it is just like the front page. I'm going to cover up the 2 that made up the second part of that binomial, and I'm going to multiply in. So 7x times 5x is 35x squared, because remember invisible 1. And then 7x times 1 is just 7x. Now I cover up the 7x and I use the 2. So 2 times 5x is 10x, and 2 times 1 is 2. Now this is where our adding and subtracting polynomials comes into play and helps us. 35x squared doesn't have any friends, so it just stays there. 7x and 10x add together to be 17x, and then the plus 2 just gets rewritten. And then that's your final answer. Let's try another one. 3n plus 2 times 3n plus 1. I can cover up the plus 2 to start. 3n times 3n is 9n squared, and 3n times 1 is 3n. Now I go and I cover up that 3n I was just working with to look at the second part of that binomial. 2 times 3n is 6n, and 2 times 1 is 2. Now I just rewrite it. 9n squared doesn't have any friends, and then 3n and 6n get added together to be 9n plus 2, and that is my final answer. If I look at the next one, I cover up the minus 1. N times 2n is 2n squared. N times negative 1 is negative 1n. Then I start the second part of it, cover up the n, make sure the negative is showing. Negative 1 times 2n is negative 2n. And negative 1 times a negative 1 is a positive 1. So now, just combine your terms. 2n gets rewritten. Then we have minus 3n, because negative minus 2 is negative 3. And I rewrite 1. And the polynomial simplified to that polynomial. Let's jump to number the answer key 2 and 3 will on the classroom. Number 5 says r squared plus 1 squared. Not need I just the two into both. It means I rewrite them. And there, I just use my FOIL method. Cover plus 1. And I have r squared times r squared, which is r to the fourth. R squared is 1, r squared. 1 times r squared, and 1 times is 1. R to the and r squared plus squared is 2r squared plus 1. And then that guy is my final answer. Same thing for number 6. So you just write this polynomial twice. And then cover 1. 2x cubed times 2x cubed is 4x to the 6. 2x times 1 is 2x cubed, and 1. 4x to the 6 is 4x to the 1. Check classroom for your 2 final answers. I'm going to jump next page, which is multiplying polynomials. Which just I can have a binomial times a trinomial. I'm going to have two trinomials times 2 trinomials. You'll do it the same exact way. So what I like to do is just cover up my -3 there. And same thing we did for the last page. I'm going to apply in. So 2x squared is 2x cubed. 2x times -2x is -4x squared. And 2x times 1 is 2x. Now that I finished with that guy, I'm going to jump back to the -3. So -3 times squared is -x squared. -3 times -2x squared, 2x is a positive 6x. And -3 times 1 is -3. Now I just combine my like terms. 2x cubed just gets rewritten. -4x squared and -3x squared makes it -7x squared. And then 2x and 6x makes it 8x. And then that -3 just gets rewritten. Now sometimes they're going to put a polynomial in front that's bigger. It's the commutative property of multiplication. So like 4 times 3 is the same thing as 3 times 4. So I can actually switch them. I like switching them and putting them all polynomial first. It's just a little easier to read. And then from there, just multiply in. Just cover up the 2x times 2 cubed is 2x to the 5th. 2x times 4x squared is 8x cubed. 2x times -2x is -4x squared. And 2x times 6 is 12x. And then I'm going to start running out of room here. But 7 times x cubed is 7x cubed. 7x times 4x is plus 28x squared. 7 times -2x is -14x. And 7 times 6 is 42. I know that was a lot. It was easy, just a lot. So I'm going to start at the 2x to the 4th, no friends. 8x cubed and 7x cubed is 15x cubes. -4x squared and 28x squared is a positive 24x squared. -14x and 12x is a -2x, and then plus 42. And that is my final answer. I will do one more with you, which will be number 2, and then you're going to try the other ones by yourself. I cover up the 2, multiply in, x times x squared is x cubed, x times 3x is 3x squared, and x times 5 is 5x. And then I cover up the x and just worry about the 2. Plus 2x squared plus 6x plus 10. X cubed does not have any friends, gets rewritten. 3x squared and 2x squared is 5x squared. 5x and 6x is 11x, and then plus 10. One way you can always check to make it hit every is you look at the top. So I have 2 here, and I have 3 there, which means should have 6 terms in total after I distribute everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means I hit everything. Same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, And 4 times 2 is 8. If I look, I should have 8 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And same thing, 2 times 3 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. It's a good check, especially when you have your problems are able to see that you hit curve and you multiply return correct. The answer key for the remaining ones will be mushroom. Come see me if you need any help.